assuming the work on the sign is all done, I'm just going to go on and do some work on this on the light here, which you have two of these to do, one on each side of the display. And here I'm going to use a copy and paste method to do some of the work, and then clone, stamp, and healing brush and a few other things to blend it in. So again, I'm going to start first by duplicating the layers. I'm going to right click, then left click, duplicate layer, and I'm going to say here this is going to make a left sign, and do it that way. First thing, copy and paste, I'm going to go to my lasso tool, a 2-pixel feather, and if I'm looking at this, I want to have a row of flowers kind of extend around through here. So you don't have some yellow flowers along this line right here, but you need some grass up here. So what I'm going to first of all do is I'm just going to make a fairly loose selection around the top of this light, so something like that with the lasso tool, just free-handed. And Elements 10 has a funky thing that happens like that, but there's my selection. Once I've got the selection done, I'm going to move it up into here, and I'm going to copy this grass area right here. So I'm going to move it there, do Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. Now it will paste it in the exact same registration that it was. But if I take my move tool, I can now move that and put it on top of the light right about here. Now you see there's probably a slight difference in lighting there. Okay. This I will go to Enhance, Adjust Lighting, Levels, and I'm going to, if I can move this box out of the way, if it ends up being a top of view, I move it out of the way. I'm going to take my midtones here and just bring this down a little bit, about right there. It looks pretty good like that. Just move that down. And that gives it kind of pretty much the same tone I'm looking for as far as darkness through here. Okay. Then I'm going to use my lasso tool one more time. Go back on this layer, on your sign layer, and I'm going to just make a selection about like this, just fairly loosely, something like that. I'm going to go up into here a little bit. I'm going to go back there, catch all of this. Now notice, I made the selection on this layer right on your left sign layer, just around this light here. I'm going to move this selection over here, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm capturing some of these flowers. Do Control C, do Control V again to paste it. Use your move tool, and I can move it up here. Use my arrow keys. If I'm on my move tool, arrow keys will move it, individual pixels, or pixel by pixel. That's pretty good. It's below my grass layer right now. I don't want that. I'm going to, right here below this grass layer, I'm just going to move this layer up to there. Now my flowers all show. Okay, but you've got kind of a dark area here where those evergreens came through. Okay, if I zoom in a little more here, and let's just take my eraser, and let's take a soft edge brush eraser and a fairly small eraser. Let's just erase a few things in here, erase some of this stuff, and all of a sudden it starts looking pretty natural. Okay, so to continue this, I would probably, my next step, and I'm not going to do this all because I will let you, well, let me just do one more step here. Let's go back to this layer right here, and I'm going to do a selection, let's say about here, go around here again, kind of like that. And now I'm going to take this selection, go over here and copy kind of that right there, because I don't want to repeat a pattern, so I'm going to copy from both sides. I'm on that layer, Control C, Control V, comes in as layers 3 right here. Okay, let's take my move tool and move it over, position it there. Okay. Actually, that one, well, I'm going to move it up above, so it's above my grass layer again. Okay. Let's take what's left here once. Let's go back here, and let's just take my lasso tool again and just make a selection kind of like that. And I'm going to see, can I grab it here? Let's grab that. I want to grab enough so I've got enough to fill in this bottom part where this post was here. Let's do that. Control C, Control V, move it. And let's put it, now again, my arrow keys will move it precisely. Let's move the layer above my grass layer. And, well, actually, that's not looking too bad right now. Okay, let's just assume, in fact, that looks quite good. Let's let that go. Now, at this point here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on this layer, and I'm going to do Control E, as in Edward, to merge these layers down. So now I'm merging down one by one, merging down into that left sign layer. Okay. Now all I need to do here yet is basically just fix up this a little bit, and here what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take the clone stamp. Let's go to 100% opacity, and maybe just a small brush. I'm going to sample here, and just click a few things in here. Maybe take a different sample so I don't get a repeating pattern there. And maybe I'm going to grab a flower here once and put another flower in here, and that looks good like that. Okay, so that's my left sign. Repeat the process with the right sign, and you still need to fix up this a little bit right here, part of that post, but you could just clone some of these red roses into the area to cover that up.